Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome in the next video on my channel, where we'll be talking about learning coding and the steps and guidelines that you should follow when learning. Yeah, the first question that you may ask is actually, why should you listen to me? And the answer is that I don't know. No, just kidding. Um, I've been coding for around 6 years now, and yeah, I think I know something about coding, so I can, I can record that video as well. Currently, I'm studying IT in Warsaw in technical school, and I've passed all of my exams with a very high percentage, like around hundreds. Yeah, and let's get started. So, choosing a programming language. It doesn't really matter which language you choose, because the most important thing is that you learn the patterns of programming. So, if statements, defining functions, object-oriented programming, function-oriented programming, and not the syntax itself. So it doesn't really matter which language you choose, because in the world of programming there is actually too many languages to retain them all. Next one is learning process. So learning is supposed to be challenging, but there is also a need for some kind of a reward. So the more quickly you get to these rewards, the better, because what you want is a positive feedback loop, which will basically addict you to coding. And this is the idea of dopamine hits. So a simple example of that is when building an app or a simple program, try to divide it into sections or functions actually, and just write a list of things that need to be done to achieve building this app, and after completing each point, just tick it off, and you'll see that it's very rewarding to see that your work comes to life. And yeah, coding is hard and not suited for everyone, but the important thing as well is to be consistent and disciplined as you navigate the challenge, because without discipline and motivation and consistency, most of all, you won't achieve anything. Like playing a guitar is all about consistency. You can just learn it once a month and sit for 1 hour or 2 hours and just play some basic chords, because when you get back to it, you've already forgotten everything. So yeah, I think consistency and discipline is the most important things when learning to code. And yeah, so practical implementation. While watching tutorials or just taking a class or learning with someone, it's important to leave comments in the code, because when you get back to it, you won't have a clue about which line does what. And commenting really helped me when I learned coding, when I was learning coding, sorry. And yeah, I think that's the advice. And next thing is to start with simple apps, as I said, and not to just throw yourself into the deep waters and expect to know everything and just everything goes by the plan. So try with simple apps, and then progressively increase the difficulty as you go. Next, dealing with challenges. Don't give up when you fail, because that's actually the opposite of being determined and consistent. When you fail, it's actually part of the learning process, because it allows you to come into the conclusions, what you did wrong and what you did right, and yeah, if you just don't know something, you can always Google it. Yeah, so I think avoiding procrastination is also a thing that you should do. And same as before, it defeats the whole purpose of being disciplined and being consistent while coding. So I've been talking about the consistency, but I didn't actually tell you uh, how much do you learn each day, and I think that's important as well. Um, when I was learning coding, and actually am right now, it's important to do it each and every day. Or if you don't have that much time, you can leave a day off after each one of the days that you learn. Remember that learning requires dedication and discipline, because that's the most important thing. And not being disciplined doesn't get you anywhere. So, in conclusion, each person has their own path to take, and there is no guaranteed step by step program. So, just embrace the unique journey in coding, brace yourself, and be dedicated and consistent. That's the main thing. And I feel like I forgot something. Yeah, the learning process doesn't really end. The learning process never ends, and so I actually am learning right now after those 6 years, and googling is has been a main part of my day when I code. So don't be afraid to Google something when you don't know that, because how else would you get to know it? So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you in the next one.